Your coding agent can write a function in seconds, but it can't tell you whether that function just broke your build. That feedback lives in CI, and every time you have to go dig it out by hand, your agent is sitting idle. Today, we're fixing that. We're giving Codex, OpenAI's coding agent, direct access to CircleCI through the CircleCI Codex plugin, so it can check pipelines, diagnose failures, and ship fixes on its own, all from a single terminal session. Before we start, make sure you have Codex up and running and a CircleCI account with at least one project connected. We'll be using a demo repo. You can find a link to it down in the description, along with the CircleCI Quick Start Guide if this is your first pipeline, or you can use your own project. Under the hood, the plugin runs its operations through the CircleCI CLI. That means our first step is going to be installing the CLI. We're going to do this via brew. So go ahead and open your terminal and type brew install CircleCI. There we go. Once that's done installing, we have the CircleCI CLI installed on our local machine. Now we need to authenticate it. So we're going to go to the CircleCI web app. We're going to go up to the top right and click on your profile icon and then click on user settings. Then head over to the left here and click on personal API tokens. Go here and click create new token. We'll handle this off screen. You should treat your token as a secret. Be sure to copy it somewhere safe because CircleCI only shows it once. Back in the terminal, we're now ready to run CircleCI setup. This will prompt us for the API token, which we just generated. We can go ahead and paste that. And API token has been set. We'll keep the default host. Setup complete. We can see that it queries the API for our profile name and it comes back with my name, Roger Winter. So there we go. Awesome. All of that is set up. Now we can actually install the plugin inside of Codex itself. To do that, let's go ahead and open Codex. We're going to go ahead and type Codex. Codex is now open. We can just go ahead and type /plugins. We can search plugins and we can type CircleCI. And there it is. Pops up right away. We'll go ahead and press enter. I'm going to go down and press 2, install plugin. There we go. CircleCI is installed. Now let's go ahead and restart Codex. I'm going to type /exit. And then we'll just run Codex again. Now if we type /skills, list skills, we can see in here that we have the CircleCI CLI. Now that the plugin is installed, we can talk to CircleCI directly by using the @ symbol. We'll start with a simple task and ask Codex which projects we're following on CircleCI. We'll type @CircleCI list my followed projects. Codex comes back and says, I'll use the CircleCI CLI skill for this. Sees that our auth is configured and valid. And there we go. After working for a little bit, it comes back with a full list of all the CircleCI projects that I'm following from my account. Let's try to do something else. We know it's working, but let's try to invoke a tool from the CLI now. We're going to have it validate our CircleCI config. So let's just go ahead and type @CircleCI validate my config. Now it's locally validating our config.yaml file with the installed CircleCI CLI. It's going to get all of that information over to the agent and determine if our CLI is valid or not. I'm going to go ahead and let it proceed with that. And it comes back and lets us know that our config file is in fact valid. All right, now we know that everything is working. So let's give it a real problem to solve. We're going to have Codex introduce an error, an off by 1 error in the process batch, telling it to stop the loop 1 item early, so the last record of every batch silently goes missing. This is the kind of bug that looks fine in an editor and blows up in the test suite. In this case, we're prompting the agent specifically to break this, but you can imagine that this is the kind of error that an agent might make on its own while it's trying to develop some code for you. So we're going to go ahead and give it a prompt like modify process batch in source/processors/batch.js so the loop stops 1 item early. It should skip the last item in the array, then push the changes. So by doing this, Codex should create an error, push the changes remotely, trigger a CircleCI pipeline, and then we'll be able to use the CircleCI plugin within Codex to get the results back from that, diagnose the issue, and have Codex suggest and implement an actual fix. Now it's going to ask us before it commits, and we're going to go ahead and say yes. We can see that after the agent pushes its changes, we immediately get a pipeline that pops up in CircleCI. This is our CI running on the latest changes trying to validate everything against our test suite. But because the change we just made was intended to break the build, we should see our tests fail when we get to that step. And just as expected, we can see that the tests failed. Now we're going to go back over to Codex and have it diagnosed and fix this issue using the CircleCI plugin. So let's task our agent with not only examining the failure, but iterating until we have a green pipeline where our tests pass. So we're going to go ahead and type use the @CircleCI build logs to diagnose the failure and fix it. Iterate until the pipeline is green. Monitor CI. So we've now asked the agent to not only use the plugin to find and diagnose the failure, but to keep iterating until we actually have a green pipeline. So it's going to try to fix it, it's going to push another change, watch the pipeline, get feedback again, make sure everything is green. If it's not, it'll go back to another debugging loop and try to fix the issue. While watching the agent work, I've noticed that because I've specifically requested it to introduce this bug, it's actually modifying my tests. But we don't want to do that. We want it to fix the original bug. So we're going to go ahead and tell Codex to do that specifically. We're going to go ahead and say, don't modify the tests, fix the bug so the original tests pass. And now it's ready to commit and push, which should trigger another CircleCI pipeline. As soon as it pushes, we can see that the pipeline appears in CircleCI, running CI on our changes to validate them once again. This time, hopefully, our test step should pass and everything should succeed, giving us a green pipeline. Now the test step is running, and at the same time, Codex is here polling CircleCI for the new pipeline status. It's actively monitoring the status to see if anything goes red and it needs to do another bug fixing loop. But here we can see that our test just passed and the final stages are running, and there we go. Our CircleCI pipeline has completed. Codex detected that the pipeline was green and that everything worked. And if it hadn't been, Codex would pull the new failure report, take another pass at the fix, and run the pipeline again. Diagnose, patch, verify, repeat, until every test passes. That's an autonomous validation loop. And that's the whole workflow. One CLI install, one token, one plugin, and Codex goes from writing code to verifying it in production-grade CI. This barely scratches the surface of what agents can do with CircleCI. The plugin also lets Codex trigger targeted pipeline runs, hunt down flaky tests, tune your config for faster builds, and delegate the heavy maintenance work to Chunk, CircleCI's autonomous agent. Put your agents on a validation loop of their own. Grab a free account at app.circleci.com/signup. Connect the CircleCI plugin to Codex, and let your CI do the double checking. Thanks for watching.